You may know podcasting, but get ready for the 10 and 10. Each season will bring you 10 different experienced experts in their field, sharing their successes, their ambitions, and what makes them known in their field. Get ready to be inspired, take notes, and enjoy the episode. Brought to you by The Podcast Lane.
Hello and welcome to the 10 and 10 with The Podcast Lane. And I have an awesome guest with me today. I have Miss Ashley Clark. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
And I'm Jessica. I might as well introduce myself. Jessica. So I'm going to get right into this because we don't have that much time. And I'm like really excited. So I read kind of your bio and I didn't want to study you too much and stalk you too much because I just want you to flow and tell us what it is you do.
It's such a complicated question, and I've spent such a long time trying to distill it to the base.
Okay.
In everything that I do, in all of my companies, I study decisions. Why do you make the decisions that you make, and what influences those decisions? And once you understand those things, how do we change that? Can we change that? And I think I've been studying it my whole life to teach myself that.
Yeah.
And I've been able to kind of point that in different directions. So in business, marketing is all decision science. Why do they choose your product, right? Why do they do those things? And then leadership, the decision making that filters down, the strategy, the growth. But I have a near and dear place in my heart for women.
Okay.
And so actually, funny enough, in this parking lot was when I first called Elisa in this parking lot at a networking event, saying, I think I want to start a podcast called We Are the Storm.
Okay.
Which is, my dad got me this blanket that Christmas that says, when fate whispers she can't withstand the storm, she whispers back, I am the storm. So I wanted to have the conversations, tools, and resources for women to be able to show up in their lives in the way they want to show up in their life, no matter what storm they're going through.
Right.
So we started the podcast and it got a lot. I had another job at the time. Kind of went on the wayside and I was like, should I keep going with this? And I knew I needed to. I knew that there are women out there that it's the thing that they need at the moment they need it to get through that storm.
Right.
And so at the heart of everything I do is that decision science. How can we, you had asked about these. So these are mindset macrons. It's messages, reminders, quotes to give you that thing that you need at the moment that you need it. And it's like a fortune cookie, but instead of it telling you your fortune, it invites you to figure out what you want your future to be.
Stop.
Yeah. So I did bring them with me for this specifically because this is for you. And
thank you.
If you want to pick one, I can tell you what the color means, or you can just go organic.
Purple.
So purple is my favorite. It's reframes.
Okay.
If you change your perspective.
So true.
You change how the problem is. So you open it up. It's plastic. Please don't eat it.
This is and I love macaroons.
And you can, there should be two in there. So you can pick whichever one.
Okay.
And hopefully it says the thing you need to hear right now.
Oh my God. Did you make these?
Well, I didn't. I made them, but I didn't make them.
Okay.
I baked them.
So this is yours. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, this is crazy. You can be and also still be becoming. More than one thing can be true. What if healing can look like neutrality, not happiness?
I picked that one for myself.
Stop it.
Last week.
We're soul sisters. See, there's a reason why we're here together.
Because I thought on the other side of growth would be happiness.
Yeah.
You find yourself and you're like, everything just clicks. It should be easy.
Right.
And it's not.
At all.
It's so much harder than anything because before you didn't know the difference and now you do. And you struggle with showing up in the way that you want to, with the things that you learn, with the things that you have and being able to do it over and over again. And the storms get harder because you do know who you are and you don't want to settle for less and don't want anyone else to settle for less. And it's hard. And sometimes winning per se isn't necessarily happy.
Yeah.
It just is.
What is your background? Like, what did you study when you were young?
I had a teacher who said, we study the thing that kind of we're working on ourselves.
Totally.
Psychology.
Me too. I knew you were going to say that.
Originally I was studying industrial organizational psychology, the
Okay.
psychology of people at the workplace, because I grew up in different jobs where being a woman was difficult. And as you grow, they don't teach you how to lead, right? So you become a manager. They don't teach you how to lead the people who are, working with the customers. You're no longer responsible for the customers. You're responsible for the people responsible. And then you move up again and you're not responsible for these people. You're responsible for these people. And there's not a lot of things out there to help with that. I wanted to help with that. Work, you spend all your life at work. It doesn't have to be so bad.
Right.
But by the time I got to ASU, they rolled that into human systems engineering.
Okay.
Human systems engineering is basically the bridge between psychology and engineering. When you create something, technology,
right?
If you don't account for the human on the other side, their limitations, their capabilities, how they actually see and process information, it's not going to work because it's not intuitive. You're going to spend millions of dollars on a product that's never going to sell because it wasn't made with the end user in mind.
Right.
So it's bridging that gap. I don't do it in the sense of that. However, I utilize that all the time in everything that I do because we interact with everything, right? And making sure that we get past resistance, that we are able to focus in on the fact that there's so much information coming in right now. How do we disrupt that? How do we pause? How do we connect with ourselves again? How do we connect with our people? How do we connect with who we want to be and where we are in this moment? So I utilize it just in a different way. And I was going to go back to school for my doctorate in cognitive psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Fate, universe, God had a different plan. And one thing led to another. And now I'm here. And I'm an avid student still of decision science in all aspects.
Right. So what does your everyday look like? How many I remember, I don't know if this was in a psych class, like how many decisions do we make a day?
A million.
Right? I remember it being insane.
And so the thing is your brain has two systems. And one system is made for the quick decisions, the heuristics, right? You don't think about unlocking your car, opening your door, getting in, right?
Yeah.
You just do it. Those things are kind of made to the other side where they become quick. You don't use a lot of cognitive energy.
Right.
The decisions that you do have to make take a lot of cognitive energy. And your brain wants to be lazy, right? It wants to be efficient with its energy. So it tries to take off everything it can.
Right.
Well, when we do that, we come across systematic errors. They're called cognitive biases and like confirmation bias. You seek the information to confirm what you believe. Well, that's not always what we should do.
Yeah.
We should seek the information to find the other side to see if we need to change our mind. We don't have the energy for that all the time.
Right.
So the funny thing is I make a lot of decisions and I want to make the decisions as myself. There's a lot of voices in my head from before. Yep. There's a lot of structure, right? Patterns that are not mine. And I've never stopped to question them. And during an average day, I'll go through a whole bunch of mini transformations of, oh, wait a second, I've been following this pattern.
Yeah.
And it's not mine. Now I have to stop and I have to make it mine. And that takes a lot of energy and time and everything. And also, I get to show up in every moment and every day in the way that I choose to, if I take the time to do that. And that's what I want to do. I want to be present. I want to be in this moment. And I want to show up as myself so that I can pour into other people and help them find themselves.
So that's what you do. Okay. And you have this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still, so you are still doing it? Do it. I'm telling you right now, do it. Just continue it.
I will. I will. I'm waiting for the pieces to show up to fit because I'm not a sole podcaster.
Right.
I don't want to do it by myself.
Yeah.
It's the conversations. It's the moments where we go back and forth and then we start building this thing and people get to be inside of this moment.
Right.
But it's not planned.
Yeah.
It just is. And so I need those other pieces. I need someone else to be there and I need the right place and the right vibe and the right everything.
Totally.
They're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Just not here yet. So then what do you do on a daily basis to show up for the women?
So these are one of them. I have family packs. I have dating packs. I I have mindfulness, and I'm working actually on a manifestation pack as well.
Oh, yes.
So I have these, and then I also have some workbooks. Right now, I'm almost done with my first one. It is, it's not me, it's not you, it's me, breaking up with your past self. And then the second to that is don't get catfished, dating yourself with discernment. I think sometimes when we're out there, the person we're fooling is ourselves.
Yep.
Not in a bad way, just because
Right.
we think that that's what we want, or people have told us that's what we want.
Right.
But it's not what we want until we stop and say, this is what I want. No matter what anyone else says, this is what I want. And I'm okay with whatever outcome. If this is the way that I show up and this person doesn't accept that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather choose to be myself than pretend to be somebody else.
Yep.
I don't even know who is. And nobody ends up liking me anyway, because they don't know who I am either.
Right.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So how could we get in touch with you? How could the audience get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So I do still have all of the social medias.
Okay.
It's at We Are the Storm for TikTok.
Okay.
And then it's at wearethestorm.space for Instagram. My website is wearethestorm.space, because it's the space to show up and, have those conversations. And then just info at wearethestorm.space if you want to get a hold of me and schedule a workshop or be ready for those workbooks that are coming.
Awesome. And we could get those on the site as well.
Yeah. So you can actually go to mindsetmacrons.com or wearethestorm.space and you can find these.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being a guest on here. It was awesome talking to you.
You as
Appreciate
well.
it.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.